Whether a man is feeling stressed, bored, or just plain horny, many men look into masturbation to act as their sexual medicine. Many might be an understatement even. A study has found that 4 out of 5 teen males have done it at least once, and that's only counting those who've admitted the fact. Elderly men also partake in this activity, with estimations reporting that more than 64% of male adults masturbate. Despite the negative connotations attached to this activity, masturbation isn't something to be ashamed of. Quite the contrary, actually. Masturbation is an activity that has several benefits for the male body. That said, there are many myths and misconceptions surrounding this solo activity. A lot of these claims aren't backed by any reputable scientific source, making the act look worse or better than it actually is. If you want to separate the facts from fiction, this article will delve into the truths about masturbation by busting these myths. Myth: gentle masturbation can change the shape and angle of the penis. There is currently no scientific evidence that proves that gentle masturbation is a determining factor in affecting the shape and curvature of the penis. However, in some rare instances, injuries acquired from rigorous masturbation and rough sex can lead to penile scarring. These scars can deform the penis and cause penis shrinkage and curvature. This condition is known as Peyronie's disease and can inhibit sexual function. The curvature's angle will depend on the severity of the injury, with severe cases suffering from a more extreme curvature. As harrowing as it is, it should be known that this only happens in extreme cases since normal masturbation is very unlikely to result in this condition. Myth: masturbation can lead to erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction (ED) is a type of sexual dysfunction characterized by a man's inability to engage in sex due to a lack of a prolonged erection. It can be easy to pinpoint one's solo promiscuity as the primary cause of their ED. However, the truth is that masturbation doesn't cause erectile dysfunction. That said, there could be an explanation as to why men may feel as if they have ED after having just masturbated. When a man climaxes, whether through sex or masturbation, they'll enter a temporary state of inhibition called the refractory period. This period refers to the time wherein a man can't hold an erection and ejaculate due to having done so just moments before. The duration varies from person to person. Some men can resume partnered sexual behaviors in an hour, others would need a day or two to get up and going again. Some may even need generic Viagra or aphrodisiacs to resume sexual activity. Regardless, it should be stated that masturbation doesn't cause ED. Rather, it's the proliferation of health problems coupled with aging that could exacerbate ED symptoms and severity. Myth: there's nothing to gain when masturbating. A lot of people, including men, operate under the belief that there's nothing to gain when masturbating. However, the truth is that masturbating is actually riddled with quite several proven health benefits. Here are some of these benefits: improved mood, enhanced focus, lower tension, decreased risk of prostate cancer, enhanced sleep quality, reduced stress, lowered UTI risk. These benefits just touch the surface of the benefits of masturbating. As such, don't feel guilty with the false notion that you're being unproductive. Your body is very much grateful for your preferred activity of the night. Myth: frequent masturbation is bad for you. Excessive masturbation is something that's relative to the person experiencing it. Some may find masturbating once a day excessive, while others could find twice or thrice a day excessive and once a day normal. The truth is, everyone has different sex drives and ultimately, differences in how often they want to pleasure themselves. If a person and their partner aren't suffering from any form of distress despite a daily masturbation schedule, then there's nothing inherently wrong with the act. Conversely, if one's sex life suffers due to a masturbation addiction and related psychological factors, then they'd need to chat with a counselor about their problem. Myth: masturbation causes hair and muscle loss. Some men attribute their balding or muscle atrophy as a result of excessive masturbation. However, this is simply a myth. The probable reason as to why this myth exists in the first place is because of the belief that testosterone levels drop when you masturbate. Hair loss and muscle loss are risk factors of testosterone deficiency. However, this is not reflective of reality, as many studies have shown that there's barely any correlation between testosterone levels and masturbation frequency. There's also a belief that dihydrotestosterone levels increase when you masturbate, which is a hormone responsible for baldness. However, this theory has not been proven to be true either. Myth masturbation is only for singles. A lot of people think that just because someone's in a sexually active relationship, they no longer need to masturbate. And while there are definitely moments when intimate sex substitutes this solitary act, it doesn't necessarily mean that masturbation is completely off the menu. Both men and women in healthy relationships can masturbate without it being the fault of the partner. Just because a man chooses to complete the act by himself, that doesn't mean he's dissatisfied with his partner. It may be a matter of convenience, accessibility, or even just a preference during the moment. If both parties have their needs fulfilled, then indulging in solitary acts of self-love shouldn't be judged as a terrible thing. Treat sexual health conditions at Orlando's leading medical facility for men. Here's a piece of truth. The internet is riddled with myths and misleading sexual information. While many circulating pieces of information are harmless, a few misconstrued messages can cause healthy young men and older men to engage in unhealthy behaviors.